Scott, where would you say that one was won and lost?
That is an excellent question. I think, one, it was a hell of a game. It was good to be in. It was a battle, and it was obviously back and forth and physical and the whole 9 yards. We just had, I think, two things. One was just some crazy turnovers, just unforced, self-inflicted wounds that led to some, bad decisions and bad turnovers. And then the second one was, we fell in love with the three-point line, didn't attack the rim enough. And, we're not necessarily a three-point shooting team. That's not how we're built. And we did probably the opposite of what we just did against United, where we just settled on a lot of jump shots. And we have to play with more force than that. And so I think some of it was self-inflicted. And a little bit of a maturity level there. We went on a couple little runs, and then we got anxious and shot a couple three balls and let them back in it. And it was back and forth. It was a really good game.
Is there enough to build on? You talk a lot about stacking days.
Yeah.
Do you go back to zero after something like this, or are there enough positives that you can sort of?
Yeah, I mean, the positives, we're playing better than we have in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Our defense is getting better, and we are making some strides in some areas, and the fight that we have is really good. And now it's just, again, the group intelligence and so on and so forth that has to continue to build. And, it was tough, too, with Tiger fouling out of there, not having him on the floor. And, he's a guy that's a low turnover guy in general to handle the ball for us. So it put some guys in some different positions, but, they played, obviously, well enough to win the game, and it was a slugfest.
You guys are 2-8 at home. A lot of those have been close results.
Yep.
But is that something that you read into or are concerned about, or is it more a luck of?
I mean, I'm concerned about it, but it's kind of over with at this point, right? We're 2-8, so it's not going to get much better other than, if we can try to get the break to 500. But I don't know, there's only 10, 11 games left. So it is what it is. I guess maybe we should play on the road more at the end of the day. But, we haven't done well at home. And ultimately, as long as I've been around, you have to have a winning record at home and some consistency at home to actually do anything and or get into the playoffs. That's where you build your momentum, and we haven't been able to do that.
One of the guys in commentary this evening said they spoke to Drew recently, and he's close to being back. Do you have an update about his return?
I think he's kind of jumping the gun just a tad, but he is starting to move around finally, and he is getting better results in the last 2 or 3 weeks. He just started playing some one-on-one and two-on-two before we just got back from this last little trip we had. So maybe in 2 or 3 weeks he will be back. We're hopeful, but we have a lot of games in this little patch here, which he's not going to be available for any of those.
Yeah, Scott, we've talked a lot this season about Nick Marshall. I mean, you were in big trouble in that first quarter if it wasn't for him turning up. He's growing all the time, isn't he? He's becoming a really important part of your team.
Yeah, I mean, he's a glue guy that can play, multiple positions, guard multiple positions, and he's just got a really good motor. And he's fit in obviously extremely well, and especially he got thrown in the fire a bit with DJ being hurt for 8 or 9 weeks there, and he had to play for us. And so I think that confidence that he got during that time has been helpful for him, but. He's been really, really good, and thank God for him in the first 5 or 6 minutes, because we would have been in a bigger hole than we actually got ourselves into.
Yeah, I mean, you talked a few days ago about the struggles you've had with the breakers, and that kind of did continue. I mean, I know you still got the game till overtime and had your chances, but what do you think it is about them that you're struggling with a little bit?
Yeah, I don't necessarily know, but I know that doing this long enough that every season there's just a team or two that you just knock heads with, and you just aren't having a lot of success against them. And for us in the past, it's been Southeast and Sydney. We just have struggled against them, and this year now it seems to be the Breakers that are a team that's causing us problems, and Perth. So I don't know if it's style of play or personnel based or crappy coaching. I don't know what it could be at the end of the day, other than it seems that there's certain teams that you seem to end up playing a little bit better against than other teams, and this is one of the teams that obviously giving us fits.
I'm not sure if it's crappy coaching. That's trying to assume it's not that.
It's been said.
You mentioned Southeast, so you play them now in a couple of days' time. You've had two really good games against them so far this season. What are your thoughts about that battle here on Monday?
I don't really have too many thoughts on that right now, Chris, to be honest with you. We're just trying to recover here, and again, we play almost every other day moving forward until we get to, I think, to the 4th of January. So it's just try to rest tomorrow, light recovery and some video work on Sunday, and then we play again, and then we play 48 hours again, and then we come back and play 48 hours again. So they're just coming rapid fire, and right now it's really about our guys recovering and staying as fit as we possibly can through the stretch. It's quite the stretch.
We did speak about how it's such a dramatic change. You had those 8 days in between games, and then suddenly you've got 5 games in 11 days. Is everyone okay physically? How's everybody holding up?
I don't know after this game, to be quite honest with you. I didn't really talk to anyone in the locker room back there, so I don't know if any of our players are hurt or injured or anything. But I'm sure they got some minor things going on. But I couldn't even tell you that, to be honest with you.
Just lastly, away from basketball, how did your Christmas go? Did you get to enjoy it as
Yeah, I mean, it was good, obviously. Christmas it is what it is, but, for me to be away from my daughter is kind of the thing that stresses me more than anything while I'm over here. And the longer I'm away from her, the harder it is for me year after year. And, not having her there this year for Christmas, not great for me, just in general, from that standpoint. But, it was a restful day, and just spent some time and relaxed.
She has been down here to visit a few times. Has she got a visit planned anytime soon?
I'm not sure about this year. That's the other thing. It might be 9 months until I see her. She has a different kind of work schedule now, so I'm not sure if she's going to get here. So that's a bit of a dilemma for me.
She's also got a little dog she can't leave behind.
Yeah, absolutely. That's probably the major dilemma.
Yes, absolutely. I know that feeling. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, you got it.
All good, JJ?
Yeah, I'm all good, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.